hello everybody. Thank you for coming. We only have this meeting, and our last meeting will be in 2 weeks. It'll be the last one for this semester for this year, and there will be pizza at that meeting. Okay, so a few things around campus. The next movie on the Hill is April 29th. Right now, I guess it's a tie between the new SpongeBob movie and Gone Girl. Those are kind of very different movies.
Yeah. Family friendly.
Those are very different movies.
Gone Girl is
Not
very good. The
family
book was better, but the movie was good.
But, so I don't know if they're gonna do a tiebreaker or something. I assume so. I assume they're not gonna do both movies, but that's April 29th if you wanna go. The next SOS, I feel like I wrote it down, and now I don't remember. Okay, yes, is April 11th. It is Friends of 10th Street. Apparently OSU-OKC is going to have a face painting table, and they would really appreciate help. It's from 9 a.m. to about 2 p.m. and they really want help because they said right now they don't really have very many people that can paint, so all the kids are just gonna get like smiley faces and rainbows on their faces. So if you want to do that, you can also get Shine credit if that's something you're interested in. They're also doing an OKC Energy ticket sale. I think they sent out an email this week about that. Unfortunately, they didn't go over that in the SGA meeting, so I don't really know a whole lot of details about it, but I did see an email on it. So I would suggest check your school email or whatever email you have that you get those sent to. We have the next Starbucks coffee chat is on the expressway. If you want to go get in some more deaf events during the semester. As far as our spring bake sale, we deposited $152.55. We have had a little bit more money come in from the lab since then that we haven't quite deposited. I think another about $20 or so that's come in from the lab.
And I have 16 I took the leftovers to work.
Okay. So probably close to about $40 extra then from that and the lab that I believe Jesslyn should have. And then the last silent lunch and silent dinner is going to be April 21st. It's getting close to the end of the semester, so if you want to come, I know it's getting close to finals, but it'd be a good chance to just kind of take a break from studying, take a break from lab hours, and just relax. You're not getting a grade at silent lunch, silent dinner. It's just to chill out and eat food. So yes, and practice, but there's no stress in it. Okay, we do have the tickets for Trix Bruce. The performance, again, I know we've said this a lot, but the performance is going to be on April 24th. It's a Friday, and it's at the Metro Tech campus. It is not here. The performance is not here. Also, if you have children that you want to bring, ages 6 to 12 are only $5. We've kind of changed that price a little bit, so kids 6 to 12 are only going to be $5. If they're 5 or under, there's no charge. And then 13 and up is considered an adult, and that'll be $10 still. The workshop will be the following day, April 25th, Saturday, from 8 to 4, and that's only $5 for students. Again, you will never find another workshop that cheap for a full day's worth of training.
Pay at the door, right?
Yes, I forgot to make up a sign-up sheet, but I guess we'll just write on a plain piece of paper. Jesslyn just kind of wants to get an idea of how many people are going to be there, just to get a head count, kind of. So if you already know you want to come, just let me know after the meeting, and we'll just kind of get a regular, rough head count. But the workshop will be here in the LRC room 100. And then if we think we have what it takes for the Club of the Year, we need to get that paperwork turned in. We're going to have to, I think the Club of the Year, you have to make a presentation, including events that we've done, both campus-wide and just things that we've done on our own, things we've done, community. We should have to make a presentation to show at the end of the year award ceremony that they always do. And then, since it is coming up on the end of the year, we are going to need to vote for new officers. I know of one or two that want to run again. However, Candace will be graduating, so she will be leading us. And then Melody and I are both going to have to step down. We just have both of us have other responsibilities, things that we need to attend to next year, and we'll still both be involved in the club. We just won't be able to run for officers. So if you are interested, it is fun. I do encourage anybody that's interested to join. I'm actually sad that I can't do it next year. But like I said, I have other priorities that I have to take care of first. And I know Melody does also. So you don't have a whole lot of time to put your names in, preferably by the next meeting at the latest. I want to have a last officers meeting after that final general meeting, just to kind of pass over all the paperwork, we have a flash drive that's got some important documents and things on it, just to give over to the next group of people. And then that way the next group will have all summer to coordinate things that they want to do over the semester, things they liked about what we did, things they maybe didn't like that they want to change, things they want to add. So that is something to keep in mind, and it's open to anybody. So even the new incoming ASL 1 students next year, if they show up and want to be an officer, they can also run if we don't get all the positions filled. That's happened in the past, that an ASL 1 student has been an officer and stayed an officer all 3 years, so you can do it. Speaking of things for next year, the Deaf Awareness Day at the fair next year is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be in the same building that it has been. But with that, we want to try and have DHSC to have our own table. Normally we have OSU-OKC and DHSC both at one. And we'd really like to try to have them separate so that we could have our own table at the fair, at the Deaf Awareness Day. We think that way it might be able to help show what we are, what we have to offer, and maybe even get some more of the deaf students involved. We haven't really had any this semester really take part, so we're hoping that if we go to the fairgrounds, we can kind of encourage them, show them that we are a club that they could, participate in, be active in. Additionally, how they have Movie on the Hill here, we are wanting to, I say we, this is totally Justin's idea. She wants to incorporate signed movies with Movie on the Hill, or a similar idea, I guess, not to replace that, but a similar idea where there would be captions on the bottom for people who don't know sign language. So it would kind of be a role reversal, whereas typically the deaf have to read the captions on the bottom to be able to understand. Now the hearing people who don't know sign language would have to read the captions on the bottom to understand the signs going on the screen. I think that would be really interesting.
That's a really cool idea. If we do that, can we watch Dracula? It's a signed movie. I haven't watched it, but I want to.
I have never heard of it.
It's Dracula, like Dracula, but deaf.
That maybe could be a really cool, like, Halloween.
That could be. That'd be fun.
I have never heard of that. Anyway, but that's kind of the idea. Like I said, just to have our own Movie on the Hill, but with sign language videos instead. And then also that would, kind of show people who don't know sign language what the deaf people have to go through every time they want to watch a movie. Oh, cool. Eric has posted, those of you who don't know Eric, he was the vice president in DHSC last year. He is also the founder of the ASL Walk. This upcoming September will be the 3rd ASL Walk, and he's already got the date and everything set up. It's September 26th, And we would like for ITP students and DHSC especially to help out with that.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, last year Melody and I helped out. We got free t-shirts, you get free entrance into it, which is a bonus. You still get to walk, we still walked the course. And
We just walked to set up signs.
yeah, we just walked to set up signs, but we still walked the course. You see all the animals and everything. And it's not that much work, especially when more people help out. I mean, you set up a sign. Yeah, you set up a sign, point, and then hang out and chat the rest of the day. So, I mean, you get the same experience, you're just there a little bit longer because you have to get there a little bit earlier. But it was still a lot of fun. I think I probably enjoyed volunteering more than just going and walking.
Yeah.
Because the first year, I just went and walked. And then last year, I actually helped out. I had more fun last year.
And we knew more.
Yes, and we did more sign language.
Helped.
But anyway, we're really going to try and push DHSC to help out more and be involved. After all, this is our former vice president, and he is donating money from the ASL walk to us. So I feel like in return, we should help him with the walk, make sure it's, least amount of stress on him as possible as a sort of thank you. Because he doesn't have to donate this money to us, but he does to ITP and DHSC. So that's very generous of him.
And actually, his donation helped pay for
trips.
trips,
Yes, a large amount of,
yeah.
yes. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mention, we had been trying to come up with an idea for the stress-free week. For those of you who do not already know, they've canceled that. It was conflicting with other events that they were trying to do. Yes, Cinco de Mayo. So they canceled the stress-free event for the clubs. They will still have stuff going on in the hub. They're gonna have a table with a goodie bag and I think like an anxiety relief pamphlet or something. So they will still have a table set up. It just won't be clubs competing like the original plan. And then, like she mentioned, Cinco de Mayo, they moved the club moved they're going to do their Cinco de Mayo on April 29th instead of in May because that's finals and too much stress. So there'll still be party going on in the hub if you want to go party. And I guess that's a stress reliever in itself.
It's not like bingo the other night, though. The other day, that was interesting.
Okay. Okay, let me just check, make sure. Graduation's May 11th at the State Fairgrounds. If you want to volunteer to help out, to be an usher, they are taking volunteers. You get a free shirt, and that also counts for Shine credit for those of us not graduating. If you're graduating, don't be an usher. Go graduate. We're going to have the Earth Day Fair. Go Green is putting on the Earth Day Fair on April 21st. They're going to have a bunch of tables here set up. A bunch of different clubs, I guess, are going to be setting up tables and having environmentally friendly things. Which kind of a secret. And I think that's everything that we went over in the SGA meeting and everything I had to go over. I think I got it all.
Okay.
Anything?
Anybody else?
Okay, remember in 2 weeks is going to be our last meeting of the semester. There will be pizza. Candace is so excited. And again, if you have any interest at all in becoming an officer, I do highly recommend it. I think it's been a great experience. If you have any friends that couldn't make it to the meeting tonight that want to run, let us know. We'll put your name down. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you all for coming.